whenever I'm asked to produce, a memory on demand.
Probably the one you played, right?
Yeah, but they were never particularly happy affairs. Because I played a bunch, but every single time I played, I was drafted in very late as a replacement for somebody who couldn't count for whichever reasons. And yeah, it's never gone all that well. I remember that there was that game I won against Fabi in the last round of one of those events where by move 15 I had this really, really beautiful sacrifice which I knew was correct. And instead of just playing it onto the board, I decided to calculate, and I couldn't work it out. I didn't play it. And that was the one time I used the confession box. I went into the confession box and I said, okay, but basically kind of, if you don't play this, you shouldn't play chess. But I haven't played it, and why am I here?
Exactly. Yeah. Knight A7, strange combination for me. A7, A5, and Knight C6 both. As white, I'm kind of intrigued by this whole.
I do want to say a lot of players in this tournament appear to be doing this. Fabi has also done this in round 1 against Sam. These types of reverse openings.
Close Sicilian.
Yeah. Well,
with white, it's a close Sicilian setup.
Right.
Black pawns are a little bit.
Right.
It's E5 that's pushed instead of C5.
And H2, H3, that just kind of takes the sting out of these Knight G4. But what you're really thinking about as white is you want to play F4, F5, and the move H3 is actually pretty useful in terms of supporting G4.
We didn't look at the opening of the game against Sam, but it's actually remarkably similar to what was happening in the opening of the game against Sam. So Fabi seems like he just prepared this for Blitz. This idea of going E4, then Knight C3, D3, G3, and playing this.
It's kind of easier to play in Blitz.
Yeah, you know your moves, and
exactly.
Your opponent's moves are somewhat irrelevant to a certain degree.
To your setup. Yeah. I'm intrigued by Queen takes E2, which was played after hesitation, because the idea of F4, F5, Bishop G5, and possibly Knight D5.
I do like Bishop G5, but would you also consider Bishop E3, trading those bishops and then going F4?
Especially not in this situation where I'm thinking kingside attack, and I'm thinking this bishop could become ineffective.
That's true. Right? Our king is safely tucked in on H2.
Yeah, and I'm really delighted about this move as white, because I see this as a wasted. Oh, I was about to say.
But you're going to allow A3?
Yes.
Then my bishop can actually become good on D4.
Knock yourself out. F4, A3, B3, Bishop D4, Bishop to D2. I'm about to move my rook away. Okay, Liem recognizes that he can't leave his knight on F6 because there was always this nasty possibility of bishop.
Would you have considered G takes F4 here instead of bishop takes?
Very much so.
That's what I was expecting, actually.
Me too.
Because now again, I like black's.
takes h4. Oh, queen h6 was completely winning immediately, of course. Yeah.
Oh, check.
Almost blundered, yeah.
Yeah, he almost did that.
Queen e7 now. This is looking good
Whoa,
for
whoa,
black.
whoa, whoa, whoa. He didn't play rook e1, Fabi.
Queen b8, a bit of a threat. Once again, if the bishop was on any kind of a normal square, black would be borderline winning, but it's on a6. So who knows?
Well, the bishop could come to d3,
Yeah.
maybe on a good day.
Ooh, if it comes to e4.
Okay, once again, now it's time for rook e8, right?
By the way, Gregorio Apparent took down
Yeah.
Noterbeck. The 2 wins in
Yeah,
a row.
Noterbeck was
Wow.
completely winning, and then he missed a...
Impressive by...
That was a
Gregory.
very, very exciting game.
Uh-oh, I think Fabi is in deep trouble now.
Yeah.
2
D4,
seconds.
D4 hanging F2.
Oh, he just made it with 1 second.
Did he?
Yeah.
And he will not accrue any time on his clock.
Yeah, this endgame is grim.
Very. You told me that if that bishop
G5,
on
I
e6
think.
was anywhere
Yeah,
else...
try to fix that. Bishop
is-
c8 was
Ooh.
missed. Yeah, bishop c8 is an important.
But h5, are you almost made it there? Almost?
Almost, but not
Almost.
quite. No, I
Yeah,
think you
that's-
play b6. I think. Oh, okay.
h5.
Very principled.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They both have 7 seconds, so now this is just
Yeah.
plain on intuition. h4 was a strong move.
Yeah, because now g takes h wasn't legal. And the a pawn is not
Hey,
very
wait a
strong.
minute, how did it... Well, hold on. This could be a 3-result game suddenly, right?
Yeah.
a6, rook
Rook
a1.
a3. Oh,
Rook
he wants to
a1.
throw in rook f3 and then rook a3. I don't know if I...
Well, he's got g3 on his agenda, g2.
I think black is still fine, but black was clearly winning. And I mean, still fine is not what you want to hear.
Can be king f5, king f4.
Yeah, g3 and then king f5. The g pawn is very dangerous.
Bishop
The angels-
c8 is winning right now.
Ah, that
Oh,
was
he
big. Rook
missed
f6. Rook f6
He missed it.
mate. That
Now
was
he's
mate in
losing.
2.
It was made in 2.
And instead he's
He missed the checkmate, did Fabi.
Now it's black who's checkmated.
And he's going to lose, yeah.
We're threatening mate. Bishop f3.
And that's it.
Bishop f3,
Wow.
it's mate.
Yeah, the bishop takes d5, but the g pawn still
He
decides.
resigns.
Bishop takes d5, king e3.
That's just made it too, yeah.
And that was the last game. This is just